Hello, welcome to Hunding's Palatial Hall here in Stros M'Kai. I'm going to give you a guided tour today of what I've done with this particular house. So here we are at the entrance, and as you can see, I've put quite a few statues here around and about the entrance to make it look a little bit more sort of interesting to look at. I love these statues. I saw these the other day and I really love the look of them, so yeah, I've definitely gone for these at the front. I think they just make the entranceway look a little bit more sort of grand. And then I have got some traditional sort of Palatial style statues as well, sort of flanking the main entrance. So we're going to go up inside and have a look at the house first, and then I'll show you the outside, because the outside of this house is actually quite nice. So let's go up the main steps, and I'll take you here. So you come into what is essentially, it was a very boring sort of open courtyard, not very interesting to look at. So I wanted to do something a little bit more sort of interesting with this space. So again, I put a couple of statues here that are kind of flanking the entrance. I really like the fact that their swords are kind of like outstretched like that. It looks kind of cool. I like that when you come in, so you sort of have to walk underneath them. And then as you can see, I've kind of set up the entrance here to be sort of like a mini marketplace, I guess. So over here you've got your alchemy stall, so there's lots and lots of different alchemy test tubes and stuff like here, so you can get all of your alchemy ingredients that you needed here, potions, etc. to go on your adventures. Then I've got an enchanting station over here, so you've got lots of different pieces of crystals and things like that you could use to get by your enchantments for your armor and your weapons. Another statue over here, I really like this one as well, the way that he's kind of grasping the sword in that knelt position. I really like that statue, and it kind of fitted in here as well with the style that I've gone for. Then I put this here. Now this is actually a brazier, so you're supposed to just use it as a light feature, but I wanted to do something a little bit more different with it. So if I go back over here a minute, as you can see, there are some crystals sort of hovering above that brazier. I just think it makes it look sort of a bit more interesting, like there's something otherworldly about that statue, or about that brazier, excuse me. And I just think it gives a little bit more character and interest to this main area. As you can see, there's some pieces of cloth and clothing and stuff here that are for sale, because over here we have a clothier's tent, so you can make clothes and sell them here. And you can see there are lots of rugs and stuff that have already been made. And here's the rug seller here, my merchant, Nizima. She's selling all of my rugs and everything else here. So you can come here and basically do a little bit of shopping if you wanted to. So we're going to go into the inside of the house now, and I will show you what I've done with the inside. So again, a very formal entranceway. So what I decided to do first of all is to kind of make this into what would be sort of like the main reception area. So I've got here the throne, as you can see there, where the owner of the house obviously would be sitting. And then we've got some sort of fancy decorations about, so we've got lots of gold pots and statues and stuff. Some interesting rugs. I really love this furniture, Redguard furniture. I really love it, and it was completely appropriate for this house given the location of it. And I really love these lanterns as well. They're really beautiful, and they're classed as wedding lanterns, so I know that you're supposed to use them, I guess, in sort of a wedding setup, but I really like them, so I put them in here anyway. So over this side you've got a seating area, so people could gather here and sort of hang out together. Some more of those gold pots, and then I made a more interesting sort of informal seating area over here. So you've got this fire pit, so you can sit, warm yourself by the fire, and sort of relax with a drink and stuff here. So I really like this sort of area. I didn't want to make it all just tables and chairs everywhere. I wanted to make it a little bit more interesting, so yeah, I made sort of a focal point of this particular place. So if you've got a few people and you wanted to hang out, you could do that there. So if we go to the other side of the house, there's the official Regarda sword. So if you played the game, you know where that comes from. That's a lore object, so that had to go in here somewhere. I've got my loot pile over here, because of course you have to have a loot pile somewhere in your house, especially if you've got a house this size, because I'm guessing if you had a house this size you probably have the bank balance to go with it. And again, this is another Well, this is a strange object, actually, this pot, because for a start, it glitches. If anybody has actually got this, you know what I'm talking about. When you place it, it doesn't actually sit on the terrain properly. And you can use it for lots of different things. I guess you could make it into a brazier if you wanted, but I just chose to put a crystal in it to make it sort of a more of an interesting light feature. And then again, another place to sort of hang out here with the rugs and stuff and cushions and stuff on the floor. Sort of a comfortable place to kind of relax if you just sort of come into the house. And then over here I've got another sort of more formal dining area over here in the corner. So let's take a quick look upstairs. Haven't really done a huge amount up here. I just put a little bit of red guard seating around, as you can see. Then made it into sort of a very sort of simple sleeping area. I've put a few sort of tapestries and stuff up on the walls. So it's not overly decorated. I really love this bed, by the way. That has got to be, like, that's definitely bigger than a king size bed. I mean, that thing's huge. Look at the size of it. And you know, 4-poster beds, I mean, they're classic, aren't they? I mean, we see them much anymore, but I don't know, there's something sort of romantic about those. I don't know, they're just nice. So we're over to the other side of this part of the house, and you've got basically the bed we just saw on the other side, but this is the non-4-poster version of it, which again, look at the size, huge. And you know, that's really, like, I don't like small beds. You know, because you can get like double beds that aren't actually double beds, or a bit smaller than that, and yeah, I wouldn't want to sleep in anything smaller than that. This is huge. I wish I had room in my house for a king size bed, but I don't. So it's probably me just kind of like living out my dreams here in my in the game. And again, another 4-poster bed. I really like the canopies over the top of these. I just think they add a lot more sort of character and detail to them. So that's got a sign of the upstairs, but if we go out here, there is actually sort of like a balcony area. So you come up here and all you have really was up to this point. So I put this brazier here, and I had intended to kind of just sort of stop here. I mean, we'll go down there and have a look at all of that in a minute, but as you can see, I sort of built a dock area down there on the beach. But yeah, the actual house itself finishes here. So I wanted to sort of build an extension, so I built these stairs up, and we had this amazing walkway that the devs gave us recently, and I just wanted to do something with it. I had to do something with it, so I decided to put it out here. And I built, again, another structure, as you can see, over there, so you can actually go a little bit further and go out, right out into the sea, and, you know, take in the view of the water and all the ships and stuff that would be sailing by. And it kind of acts as a bit of a lighthouse as well, because like I put a brazier in the middle of it as well. So obviously I had to build this structure. There's a couple of structures here that I put together in order to build this. We'll have a better look at it when we go down to the ground floor in a minute. But yeah, I really do love this walkway. It's beautiful, and it looks so beautiful at night as well. So beautiful. Anyway, let's go back downstairs and I will show you the ground floor and what I've done with the outside. So let's run down here and go back out the main door, and we will run out the side. So we come out of here, and as you can see, that was the main entrance where we came in at the beginning of the video. So we can run down the side here. Now I did debate what to do out here, because there is quite a lot of space, and maybe I could have put some more structures and stuff out here, but I chose not to, and instead I did a lot more planting. I planted a lot of trees and stuff, plants and flowers and things instead, to keep it sort of more open. But I just wanted to add a little bit more interest, because when you do get this house, all the flowers and stuff that you can see here, they're not there, and it's not very richly planted. So if you do get this house, bear in mind that you might want to invest in quite a bit of you know, plants, trees, that kind of thing, just to liven it up a little bit. I put this statue here, which we got recently, which is of course from High Isle. This thing is absolutely massive, so you need a big house, or at least a big structure in you know, in order to be able to place that. But I just think it fits really well, because it is a maritime statue, and it kind of fitted really well there. So I've got that. You do get this as well, which is an actual lighthouse, which we'll go up in a minute. And then I put some tents. Again, market tents, so this could be sort of a a community hub centre, I guess, where people could come and you know, shop, buy the daily goods and things as well. So again, we've got a rug stall here, so you can buy lots of rugs because you can never have enough rugs. And then I made this is another clothiers shop, but this is more like a fitting room. So you've got some changing rooms over there where you can try on the clothes that have been made for you. So you could buy armour, you know, shields, that kind of thing, before you went off on your adventures. So you could basically stock up on everything you needed when you were here before you left. And then I've got this as well, which you could turn into, you know, a seating area somewhere else to sit if you wanted to. And I put a simple table over here. So again, you know, you could either sell things here, or, you know, you could make it into a dining area, or I guess this patio area. But I do love the view, and as you can see there, that's the structure. So I had to build that out of the water, and then I placed the other objects on top of it, so you can see sort of like the gazebo, I guess I think they call it, on top of that, in order to make that walkway. And like I say, at night it looks so pretty. So I may show you that afterwards, actually. If I make it nighttime, I might show you that as well. Over here you do get this stable structure, which is cool because we don't always get stables in all of the houses that we have in ESO, but this one does come with a stable. So I put some more interesting mounts in here. So I've got my Welwa Ravisher here. I don't use that mount very often. I guess I should. I don't use it very often. I've got my camels, and I've got my Dogonic Quasgriff, which is a cool looking mount. And again, I don't use that one very often either, but it is a beautiful mount, that. I just wanted to put some more interesting ones here instead of just having horses all the time, you know. Okay, so let's go over here and we'll go up the lighthouse, and I'll show you what I've done at the top of the lighthouse. So I put this telescope here so that you could theoretically come up here at night and stargaze, because like I said, the view from up here is so beautiful. You know, looking down on all the sea and the cliffs and the boats and everything that are coming in, it's just sort of a very peaceful place to be. And at night time it would be lovely to come and sit up here and maybe look at the stars as well. So I decided to use that this space up here for that. And if we go outside, you then have this little walkway, this stairway that leads down to the beach area. And again, you could have done a lot out here, but I decided to build a dock. So I've got all my fish and stuff that I've caught, as you can see, with my fishing boat. And then I built this sort of rudimentary dock with an old anchor here out. So again, we've got another fishing boat here, so you could go off and exploring if you wanted to, and bigger ships and stuff can come and dock here. So yeah, so I built that dock area, and then a larger sort of area over here to reel in the bigger docks. So we've got like a floating jetty and stuff here. I just think it makes it a little more interesting than just coming down here and just seeing a beach, you know. And I've got some meditation rings as well, so you could come down here and meditate on the beach if you wanted to, and do some raking of your sand to, you know, get your mind in order. And love cut that boat. I'm so excited because we've been told that we're getting a houseboat. They are making a boat like that into a house for us. That's coming in the next couple of months. I cannot wait to get that house. I'm with bated breath. I'm waiting to see what that looks like. So I'm really excited about that. So when that does come available, I'm definitely going to be getting the boathouse, guys. So there will be a video with the boathouse whenever it comes out, because I am desperate to see what that looks like. But yeah, basically that is the Hunding's Palatial Hall here in Stros M'Kai. And it's a nice house. It's, you know, if you wanted something a little bit more tropical, then this is the sort of house for you. It is interesting. It's a decent size, and it has a decent sort of outside area. So I recommend that you pick this one up if you are in the market for a new house. So what I will do now is I will change the time of day using the special device that we were given recently. And I will turn it into night so that we can just run quickly outside. When it gets to night time, it's not quite there yet. There we go. And we'll have a quick run outside and you can have a look and see what this place looks like at night. So again, that kind of looks really cool at night with the crystals and stuff and the fire burning and I did try to light the statues, as you can see, as well on the sides, so at night time it still looks welcoming even though it's dark. But the real reason that I wanted to do that was I wanted to take you around here so that you can see this cool walkway, because I think this just looks so amazing at night, the lighting. So this really shines really well at night, the lighting that I put underneath these structures, but I just love that walkway. Oh, it's just so, I know it's all like glitz and glittery and stuff, but I think it's really cool. Look at that, and the moon. All the moons, you can see the moons in the night sky. I just think that's really, really pretty. So yeah, it was 100% worth doing that, building that structure, as I think it just looks so cool. So that's it, guys. That's Hunding's Palatial Hall, and I hope you enjoyed that guided tour. I will be loading up houses as and when that I finish them, so I'm working on a few at the moment, so there will be some more videos coming out soon, but I hope that you enjoyed that, and thank you for watching.